love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Good after. Shit, it's daylight savings time, isn't it? Well, you know what? Let me start over by saying this. Good evening, social media. Man, oh man. Oh, it is the greatest day out of the week. It is Friday, and we are here, and it is time, and we got a boxing match on our schedule tonight. Man, we got a lot of stuff worth discussing right now, but before we get into it, do not forget to click the link in the description of this video, whether you want your information to be protected and you want to subscribe to NordVPN, or hell, maybe you want to invest your money into something, and hey, Stash is the one to do it. Or hey, if you're feeling frivolous and Fashion Nova, not that brand, look, all you got to do is click the tab that says True Victory, and man, oh man, do they have a lineup worth talking about. Let me talk to you. They have awesome designs, whether it's t-shirts, hoodies, decals, whatever. And when it comes to checkout, be sure to use code NoMercySports15 for 15% off your entire purchase. True Victory, baby. Let them know I sent you. All right. And now it's time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is, with everybody saying no Mercy Sports. Let's get right into it, baby.
Nobody can stop me now.
Let me talk to you. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And let me say this. You already know I don't do this alone. I got somebody backstage right now. He's big, he's spicy, and he's got some big and spicy takes. And be sure to check us out this coming Sunday for Game Day Countdown. Here he is.
Let's
Big
go.
man, what it do, baby?
I'm happy to be here. I am so goddamn happy to be here.
Oh, man. Look, not only is it Friday night, but we got, dare I say, the fight of a century coming up right now in just a few minutes.
Hold on. If you told me there would be a Tyson-Paul match Okay, I would say, what year are we in? Is this 1990? Is this 88? What, what are you talking about, good sir? What are you talking about,
Right.
good sir? No, we are talking 2024 Mike Tyson. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh my God! Look, the fact that
Understand,
Mike
we
Tyson
were
is
children.
still
We were children at Mike
yes.
Tyson fight parties. At
Oh
Mike
my.
Tyson fight parties. I remember it. I know you remember it. This is just so nostalgic that it's crazy because I remember the last time I was at a Mike Tyson fight party. And mind you, I mean, I couldn't have been no more than what, 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I mean, to sit here and think now that we are grown adults now and we're going to watch him. Let's go.
Let's fucking go indeed. I'm telling you. Oh my God. This man is like what, in his 50s, maybe 60s, possibly?
Yeah, he's I think he's 53.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he's either 53 or 58.
Oh my God. Look, I've seen his training montage. The fact that he still got it at the age that he still got it, man, does that say a lot?
I mean, but you got to figure you're not going to lose it if you don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing
Absolutely.
is, like, yes, he might not have been ring worthy. You know what I mean? 5 out of the last 20 years. But
Yeah.
the fact that he stayed in shape, of some sort of shape, yeah, we've seen him get a little heavy at times. But then next thing you know, you see Mike Tyson 3, 4 months later, and he's got a fucking 6-pack again. You know what I mean? So it's like he had some tubby
Like,
times.
oh shit. What did Tyson do to get arrested now just so he could work out in jail?
I mean, I again, well, that's neither one here nor there for me.
Hey, like it or not, that was the scariest Tyson we ever saw. That dude was just jacked. He was yoked.
All I'm saying, could you imagine being locked up with that motherfucker and him say, hey buddy, I got opportunity for you. I got opportunity for you. Come here, buddy. Oh, I've been running.
I mean, look, the day of the fight, I really had to go back to the Simpsons clip where Tyson was locked up in jail. There was a riot going on, and Tyson goes, "Hey, guys, shut up." Oh, sorry, champ. It was Jerry. You know Tyson was bad during that time when even the alarm stopped. Oh, but look, we already discussed this last night on College Sports Villains, and we already said that this is a marketing genius from the point of view of Jake Paul. Why? Because look, this dude is getting pocketed, whether you like it or not, whether he wins, whether he loses. But this is also Mike Tyson that he is going up against. Like, dude, you best not talk shit to Mike Tyson, because if you talk shit, you best come with it.
Did you guys discuss the slap? Mike Tyson slapping Jake Paul?
Oh shit! No, I don't think we did.
So the clip came out earlier today where it zoomed in and it showed the 5 seconds before he slapped him. He did some little okie weird shit coming down all low, and then had his sneakers on, and he stepped on Mike Tyson's toes. Listen, I'm a 30-year-old man. If you step on my toes, I'm going to try to rip your fucking eyeball out your head. All right, my feet are sensitive. My feet are sensitive. Don't fuck with my feet. I'd rather you kick me in my nuts than step on my toes, okay?
Especially if you got Jordans on.
No. I'm just talking about having foot problems. Like the older you, like some people, I've got arthritis in my ankles and my toes and stuff. I had turf toe multiple times, and as you get older, those injuries linger and get worse and worse and worse, especially when you're an athlete. Look, you've seen LeBron's. I'm sure you've seen somebody's pro athlete's feet, and most of them got some fucked up feet.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So understand that, like, bro, he stepped on his bare foot. Like all he had was a sock on. He was wearing Air Forces. Okay, you step on my toe in Air Forces, you could be lucky. All I do is slap you, and he did. He slapped shit at him, and that's what he told him. He was like, "Look, man," he's like, "Look, I'm an old guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you step on my foot, that's my reaction. He was like that. Like I would rather him punch me, take a punch in the face, than you step on my pinky toe, because
Yeah, facts.
it's gonna hurt for weeks. My face,
Oh, absolutely.
you know what I mean? It's whatever. It'll heal. But my pinky toe, that motherfucker ain't never gonna feel the same.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, look, I see it like this. If you're going to step to Mike Tyson, you best not miss, especially when it comes to the face-off. You best not miss. When it comes to that kind of intensity, ooh, my man, you best bring your best shot.
Oh, for certain. And that's why it's gonna be good tonight. But
Oh, absolutely.
Let's get on your topics. Let's run through the topics.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, Death Valley, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a top 5 stadium with a crowd so loud you can barely hear yourself think. Hell, some might argue the loudest stadium in college football. In any case, last Saturday was LSU's chance to make a statement and show the college football committee why they should be in the college football playoffs. Now, instead of that, they go and lay an egg and let Bama drop 42 on their dumbasses. Look, with the playoffs drawing closer, does LSU stand a chance at getting into the playoffs? And could Brian Kelly be out of a job come this offseason?
Who's LSU playing this week?
Oh shit! Hang on.
Hold on.
Give me a minute.
I'll pull it up.
They are playing Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're going into the swamp.
That makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, and the swamp is definitely one of those places where it's another hostile environment to play in.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
No, you good. I mean, look, we even discussed it last night on College Sports Villains, where it was like, look, this is definitely a bounce back game that LSU needs to have. This is a bounce back win that LSU needs to have because, look.
Yeah, I'm taking LSU. I'm taking LSU. Sorry, I was sitting here looking at the statistics that they have on ESPN, and then I pulled up CBS Sports, and I'm sitting here looking at all three things at one time. I'm sitting here going back and forth like, yeah, no.
Oh, you good?
Florida's going to lose this game. LSU, LSU would absolutely have to completely shit the bed to lose this game. Like, don't get me wrong, Florida has had some bounce back games, but again, this is not a good Florida team. Okay, right. It's not. It's just not a good Florida team. Right. So yeah, I'm expecting LSU to come in and win. Like schedule wise, obviously LSU has more wins, but Florida just has lost to all the top talent that they've faced.
They really have. I mean
you're talking about they beat UCF.
Yeah.
Right? They beat Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They beat Samford.
Yeah.
Yeah,
look, they've had a lot of good wins, but at the same time, this last Saturday was their night.
They have no good wins.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Florida has no good wins. LSU has at least beat ranked opponents.
Yeah.
And so that standard, I mean, I'm just they put up 17 points against Texas. They got shellacked. They did put up 20 points against Georgia, so it looked like okay. So it was the Kentucky game kind of threw a woe on our eyes, well, hold on, maybe this team can make some noise. No, fuck out of here. No. Give me LSU. I'll take LSU. I want to say 48-28.
Okay, that's
Go with
okay.
8.
So a decent shootout then.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, the only reason that Florida's going to score points is because they're going to take all the starters out in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's true. But so after this win with LSU or between LSU and Florida, does it really show that LSU deserves to be in the college football playoffs? And if they lose the first game in the playoffs, could we see Brian Kelly out of a job come this off season?
I mean, I'm biased. I'm gonna say that I'm biased, but at the same time, I mean, dude, they lost to Alabama.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
they
they got
they lost.
stomped by Alabama.
Okay, yes, they got stopped by Alabama. They got beat by Alabama. They got beat by Texas A&M. All
Mm-hmm.
right, and who was it? And they got beat by USC.
Yeah.
Okay, so taking all that, like they did beat Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is literally their biggest win.
Yeah.
Okay, they beat Nickel State. Okay, they beat South Alabama. They beat Wisconsin. They beat UCLA. Any one of those teams scare you? Ole Miss is the only one that
Yeah.
even puts a little fear. USC, they started to look good for a little while, but again, Ole Miss is the only good team right now that they have beaten.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's true.
so
I mean,
looking
look,
at
don't get
that,
me wrong. South Alabama is at least a decent team.
no. They
But
have a lights out offense, but the
yeah,
problem is if their defense is on the field most of the time and they're going up against you know what I mean, a top echelon defense, it's going to be a long day for them.
oh yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, no. So looking at them, like, yeah, they beat Arkansas, but then they lost to Texas A&M. They lost to Alabama, and they should be able to beat Florida pretty good. But as far as going on into the playoffs, so what does it say? The Vanderbilt, they're going to play Vanderbilt next. Um, yeah, bro, Vanderbilt's probably, well, they have a chance to beat them. Vanderbilt
Yeah,
has a chance to beat them.
I'll agree to that. I mean, look, Kelly, he's done a good job with LSU and everything like that. But at the same time, it's like you can only trust him as far as you can throw him. So cu- as far as the end of the season goes and the off season goes, could he be out of a job, regardless of where LSU finishes?
If they win out and they get to the playoffs, then yeah, he keeps his job. I don't see why he wouldn't.
That's fair. I mean, I see it like this: the fact that when Alabama came to visit, last weekend when Alabama came to visit, and it was a night game in Death Valley. It was like, look, this is your chance to show why you deserve a spot in the college football playoffs. Instead, they let Alabama hang 42 on their dumbasses.
Yeah.
So, look, like I said, I can only trust Brian Kelly as far as I can throw the dude, but it really wouldn't surprise me if he's out of a job come this off season.
Mm. I don't know. I think he did just enough, or he can do just enough to keep his job. But
Mm,
you know what I mean? Like, see, college is a little harder for me because my concept is with it, like the NFL. Like I
right.
understand you get, you know, you draft somebody, you get them anywhere from, you know, a 3 year, 4 year, or 5 year deal. And then you have your free agency guys that are walk-ons that you either sign to a 1 year deal, and then you have the rights. Like there's ways that with this college game, bro, every season you can have half a team that's completely different, and this is regular. This is regular. So that concept, I'm still not with all that yet, but I mean, I'm getting there as far as grasping it, but.
Yeah. I mean, look, we shall see what happens when it comes time for the playoffs to come, and they are drawing near. And speaking of teams that should be in the playoffs, man, oh man, what a game between Georgia Tech and the University of Miami, aka the U. Man, when it came time, Hayden King, good God, kid, who told you to wake up and run the ball down Miami's throat? What a huge upset for Georgia that Georgia Tech had over ranked team Miami. Now, granted, Miami should have a few losses on their record this year, but after this loss to Georgia Tech, Miami now could find themselves on the outside looking in when it comes to the college football playoffs as they draw near. Can Georgia Tech carry this momentum as they head into their next game against NC State?
Well, first off, read the comment.
Yep, I'll see it.
Now put your hand up.
A show of hands from you both who see. Derek, I'll do you one better. I'm gonna raise my hand to that, my man. Hoo-yah, Navy. But yeah, so look, Georgia Tech's next game is NC State, and man, it looks like they're carrying some serious momentum after their win over the University of Miami. And man, did Georgia Tech run the ball down Miami's throat? So, what does this say about the University of Miami?
I mean, I no longer trust them.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
I'm sorry. Like, if there's one team that you should be able to, I mean, like, bro, I this is a good team, but you're supposed to be a playoff bound, undefeated team. And out of all the teams you almost lost to, or should have lost to, this is the team you get your ass whipped by. Because I'm sorry, in my opinion, that was an ass whipping. You didn't just like you got your ass whipped. You couldn't stop the run. Like,
No, for sure. And I mean, hell, even leading up to this game, Cam Ward was playing at a Heisman Trophy level.
I put in a $20 parlay that was gonna hit for $2,200. The only thing that didn't hit, Miami's money line.
Oh my God.
Like, brother, when I tell you I was mad as shit because I didn't even realize it because Miami was one of the first games on my parlay.
Right.
And then I went back to see how many actually hit, and I realized it was like green, green, red, green, 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 green.
Oh no, you're kidding. Oh.
Now I will say this. I had one of them what do they call that? It's a thing you add on to it to where you get your money back. Even if you lose, you get your $20 back and you can rebet it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, look, the fact that Miami went into Georgia Tech and they allowed Georgia Tech to run the ball down their throats in the fashion that they did, it was like, yo, y'all really don't deserve to be in the college football playoffs. Y'all deserve to be in a bowl game of some sort, but you really don't deserve to be in a college football playoffs after a fucking loss like that.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like that one loss, that could be their only loss of the year, and that could really be a tipping point. This team says, you know what? Nah, check it in. Check it in. Everybody locks in.
Oh, and for sure.
And don't get me wrong. Like, it could be, but I'm sorry. For me, it was just like I'm now off of the pinky toe on the bandwagon that I was. I am now
Yep,
off,
same here.
and I am now just going to be a bystander, and I'm not going to claim like, yeah, fuck yeah, Miami. I'm not. Hey, look, it's great for Miami to win if they do win, but
Yeah.
I'm not counting on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not counting on them anytime soon. I mean, look, yes, they have one loss, but there's definitely like real potential two-loss teams that could really find themselves in the college football playoffs that would smoke the dog shit or even dog walk the fucking shit out of University of Miami.
Yes.
But anyways, moving on. Look, it seems as though in the state of Utah, there's a party going on, but it seems as though we're going back to 1984. Why? Because BYU, look at you guys go. You guys have an undefeated season, and they're number 6 in the country right now. Now, some fans would say they're reminiscing about another time where they were undefeated back to good old 1984. Hard to believe that was 40 years ago where they had an undefeated season and also won the national championship. But nonetheless, with only 3 games left, can BYU win out their schedule and have another undefeated season?
Boom, boom, boom. Let's take a deeper look into this. So we have BYU going into Kansas State tomorrow. Well, I mean Kansas tomorrow, not Kansas State. Then Arizona State and then Houston. All 3 of these games are winnable games. All 3 of these are winnable games. Like I'm gonna say I have a lot more confidence in these guys winning out than I do for LSU.
So you have more confidence in LSU than BYU, or
no, I have more confidence in BYU.
Okay, well, whoa, damn. Okay.
Against Kansas, Arizona State, and Houston. Like, yeah. Like Kansas, this isn't basketball. Okay, they're 3-6. That's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna be good enough competition.
Right? Oh yeah. No, now, we're definitely going to be talking about some college basketball and the NBA come next week. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Okay. So Arizona State is they're 7-2. Right. Yeah. Colorado is 7-2.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Iowa State is 7-2. Fucking Kansas State is 7-2. Like that's what I'm saying. Houston is 4-5. I'm just looking at like Arizona State is going to probably be their biggest competition. Okay,
I can see that.
And they'll be playing in Arizona State. So
that's definitely going to be a hostile environment, especially with the fact that Arizona State is doing good and God knows how long.
Yeah, I mean they're 5-0 at home. They haven't lost a game at home, and it's BYU coming into Arizona State. So I think the odds are probably going to favor Arizona State.
Yeah, I would say they're going to favor Arizona State as well. But
if BYU beats Kansas like mightily, then you know what I mean. Like I could see it saying, okay, you know what, maybe this turn around. But I'm sitting here looking at BYU. Most of BYU's games are pretty close.
Yeah, they are close.
I'm sitting here. Like,
winning is winning.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because I mean, like Southern Illinois, they beat them 41-13. Okay, but SMU, they beat them 18-15.
Yeah,
Wyoming, they beat them handedly, 34-14. Yeah. Right, Kansas State, what they asked, 38-9. Right, Baylor, 34-28. Okay, that's kind of close, especially for Baylor because Baylor been shit this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Turn around Arizona. Right, 19-41. That's a nice little win right there. Right,
but then
Oklahoma State 35-38. Okay, you beat them by 3 points. All right, then BYU versus UCF 37-24. BYU versus Utah 22-21. So it's like the last, you know what I mean? The better competition that there is, it's there's not that big of a gap.
Yeah,
So,
no, for sure.
so I believe they beat Kansas, but Arizona's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good
Oh,
game.
yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I mean, look, even if they do win, let's say BYU does win out and they find themselves in the college football playoffs, how far could you see them going?
BYU.
Yeah.
I mean, so I will say this: like, they're a sneaky good team,
Mm-hmm.
right? And 110%, they're a sneaky good team, right? And that's what makes them dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, because the fact that they're gonna hang around with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna hang around. They're not a team that you're just gonna fucking. I think you're gonna boat race in the first quarter. I don't think
Oh,
any team is
absolutely
just gonna
not.
be able to put up fucking 14 to 20 points in the first quarter and just fucking landslide it.
Yeah.
But that being said, it looks like they play up and they play down to their competition. I feel it looks like BYU moves up and down a little bit, but then again, but that's what makes them so sneaky, bro. Because they could come in here and they could play one of these top teams in the fucking playoffs, and they come out and fucking run their game and beat
Mm-hmm.
them. And
Yeah.
and that's what's so beautiful about football, because a team will beat talent all day long.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna disagree to something like that. I mean, hey, maybe BYU knows something that we don't, and hey, they go on a miracle run similar to the 2007 Giants had when they went on their run.
Yeah, no, I mean, but understand, like this is an undefeated team right now.
No,
So this is
absolutely.
they have the chance to do something spectacular here,
Mhm.
especially considering I don't think anybody thought this possible.
Yeah, no, look, I'll agree to that wholeheartedly. And look, I understand that BYU is undefeated, but at the same time, you look at the teams that are going to be going into the college football playoffs, and you look at a team like BYU. Look, I'm sorry, I really will compare them to the 2007 Giants. They're playing with nothing to lose right now, assuming that they what is it that they went out their schedule and go into the college football playoffs undefeated. They will be playing with nothing to lose.
Hmm. Um, the only team I want to bring up currently is Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is the biggest game. Okay,
Number 5 in the country right now.
going against number 2 Ohio State. Okay,
That's definitely going to be a wake up call for them.
so I mean, like, this is gonna be fireworks. I got a feeling this is gonna be fireworks, and I hope to God Ohio State is ready for this. I mean, I'm not calling for Indiana to win. I'm not calling for them to win, but I'm
Right.
saying this game is gonna be fireworks, bro.
Oh, absolutely. But I wouldn't put it past Ohio State, even if they decimated Indiana. Like the same way that Notre Dame decimated Navy, you know?
No, I don't. Again, Indiana is fundamentally very, very sound this year.
Well, look,
Okay,
I get it. It's Signetti's first year and everything like that, but I mean, come on. Ohio State has been one of the teams that's been running the Big Ten.
hold on, hold on.
And this is probably Indiana's first time seeing like, oh my God, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Hold on. I just want to read you off. These are the opponent scores. There's no need for me to tell you the opponents, okay? But I'm just going to tell you that this team has scored over 70 points in a game this year. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, 7 points scored against them, 3 points scored against them, 13 points scored against them, 14 points scored against them, 28 points scored against them, 24 points, 7 points, 17 points, 10 points, 15 points. Okay. Now, mind you, the 28 points, they had 42. The 24 points, they had 41.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Nebraska, they put up 56 points on Nebraska. Like
Mhm.
this is a team that can score points. Okay, every game, I'm sitting here looking, I'm scrolling through, I'm trying to find the lowest scoring game of the season, and it looks like we are at 20 against Michigan last week. That is their lowest scoring game. Okay, so I'm just telling you, it's gonna be a good game against Ohio State. Okay,
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna put it past it for Indiana. Are they playing at Ohio State?
yes, they're playing at Ohio State. That's why I said,
Ooh.
Ohio State's gonna win this game. Let's
Yeah.
not get this twisted. But they're not winning this game by fucking 14. It's not gonna be a crazy blowout. Like I could see them winning by possibly 10 points, but I don't think it's more than 10-point gap. Really, I would be surprised if it was like a 2 or 3-point gap.
Right. No, I mean, I don't.
But
Sorry.
no, that's
The
fine.
fight is on. The fight is on. We got Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson right now. Sorry, I'm trying to get the subtitles turned off.
Is this the prelims?
Yeah, it might as well be the prelims right now. But the fight has started. It is on Netflix. But man, oh man, is it gonna be a good fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? Well, you know what? Wow. I might as well be drunk as hell right now for even saying that it's going to be a good fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson is going to knock the ever living shit out of Jake Paul, and he's going to send his dumbass back to his fucking Vine days. And if you don't know, now you know.
Oh yeah. So
But
I've already started my drinking.
what you got there?
Blanton's. It's nice expensive whiskey.
Ooh.
Oh no, my bad. It's bourbon. It's bourbon, not whiskey.
My man, I like the way you drink.
Yeah. I mean, so the good thing is, like, I drink every other week, like one time. I don't,
Okay.
I don't drink regularly, but when I drink, I want to drink.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
But
for sure.
all right.
But look,
Next topic, I know you're happy to talk about, so lead the way. Lead the way. I've been waiting because I think we were both high on them for a long time this year.
oh yeah, look, look, the military academies are showing out this season as far as college football goes. And man, oh man, do both teams need to be militant minded. Why? Because Navy has the chance to do the funniest thing imaginable. But that is assuming that they can win out on their schedule leading up to their annual meeting between them and Army. Now, Army is currently on a bye week this week, but next weekend they take on current ranked Notre Dame. Now, can Navy win out their schedule leading up to their meeting with Army and hand Army their second loss on the season?
So,
I mean,
the
pieces are there right now. Look, I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't think Navy's going to be able to beat Tulane. They're not going to be able to beat Tulane. I don't.
That's definitely.
They'll beat. I think they'll beat East Carolina. But I mean, as far as Army, the difference is, okay, Navy runs the ball. Okay,
yeah.
They run the ball. All right, They can throw the ball, but their bread and butter is running the ball. Okay.
Yeah, the same way that Army runs the ball.
Similar, not the same.
Yeah. Okay. No, for sure.
So that's the difference. Okay. Army has a little more boot action. Okay. So they can slide out and throw down the field, and they come up with different schemes. All right. That is the only thing I'll say. They have a little more schemage than Navy does, as far as from what I like. Okay, when I see things that they're like, okay, even an unsuccessful play, if it makes sense, and you're like, okay, he just threw it to the wrong guy, because that guy over there was open. He was supposed to come back, 1, 2, throw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was supposed to be really quick, and he didn't. By the time he was ready to throw it, it was already 5, and you know what I'm saying? He got tackled for a loss. Is what it is. But again, when you're running good plays and you're running good formations, you have a better chance. Top to bottom, I think Army is just a little bit better than Navy. Like I mean, Navy is not a bad team whatsoever, but losing to Notre Dame and then losing to Rice back to back, that really killed it. That
I
was the nail in
mean,
the coffin, because it's like they had the possibility to run the table until they hit Army.
Yeah.
Then it would have been a really good head to head. But because they didn't, like, I mean, we knew they were going to lose to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
All right. Like, we were hopeful, but we were pretty, we knew it.
Oh,
so,
yeah, no, for sure. It was inevitable.
Yeah, so knowing that they needed to run the table to Army to really have a push, but yeah, losing to Rice, that was everything. That was everything. This season is done. I have zero confidence in them. As far as Army goes, we'll flip over to this side. All right, they come back next week and they play Notre Dame.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a loss. They're going to lose.
It's going to be an easy loss. I mean, look, it wouldn't surprise me if Notre Dame dog walks Army the same way that they did Notre Dame. It wouldn't surprise me if Notre Dame dog walks Army the same way that they did Navy. Holy shit.
I mean, I think it'll be similar, but not the same. Like, I mean, they're going to look pretty dominant, but I think Army can at least keep up with points for a good chunk of the game. I mean, obviously, the last 3 possessions of this game, from what I'm seeing, is really going to be the tail of the tape, because if they're up 3 scores in the, late third quarter, then Notre Dame is more than likely by the 4th quarter going to start pulling starters and stuff like that. Now, that could possibly give Army a chance to come back, but that's the biggest thing. If Notre Dame starts, gets going, Army's not going to really have too much of a chance. Army's defense and time, time controlling the ball, making smart football plays, that's the only way they have a chance. That's the only way they have a chance. And again, defense is going to have to make big plays. But I'm sorry, as much as good football as they've played, I mean, the talent is completely different. Notre Dame has had 1 fuck up this year. Everything else has been going. They've only lost 1 time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it. Bam. So there you go. I don't see them, like, I know it's an academy thing, but I mean, Notre Dame is Notre Dame.
Yeah. No, Notre Dame is Notre Dame. Look, I don't want to feel like I'm insanely biased towards Navy. But look, I served 4 years in the Navy. Those are my stomping grounds, and it mostly has to do with the fact that I am currently in the Army right now. And look, like I said, my stomping grounds are the Navy, and that's why I'm so high on them right now. Yes, they do have 2 losses on their schedule. They lost to Rice. Basically, that was the equivalency of Notre Dame losing to NIU when NIU came to visit. And look, I mean, that was that should have been a guaranteed win for Notre Dame at the time. But right now, the way unfortunately, it wasn't. The way I look at things, I mean, one game I'm really going to have my eyes on is definitely 25 Tulane as I go into Annapolis, Maryland, and take on Navy. Like, I want to see, like, both Army and Navy had 2 losses, and hey, who knows what will happen when it comes to the G5 league going into the college football playoffs. Like, it'll just make things that much more spicy.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it as well. But hey, look, we're going to take our first commercial break. We will be back, but hey, be sure to check out this guy and myself Sunday morning on this show. We will be back in 30 seconds.
Game day countdown with Mac and James. It's game day countdown, round rise and shine. Mac and James with the sports talk line. Deep plays, bright lights, teams on the rise. From the first snap to the final drive. Big hits, big plays are the highlights. Countdown's on, it's football time. Game day countdown, Mac and James, let's go. Game day countdown with Mac and James.
Hey, let's go. Be sure to check us out Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we talk about what happened for college football games and what is going to happen for the upcoming NFL games. Now, speaking of the NFL games, the Taylor Swift Black Magic continues for the Chiefs as they remain undefeated in a nail-biter. Look, this is the most perfect, imperfect team I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yep.
However,
the buck stops this week.
Ooh, you really think so?
Yeah, they're going to play a team this week.
I was going to say, as the season continues and the playoffs draw closer, are the Chiefs the worst undefeated team in NFL history?
At this stage, no. I think I've seen two worse teams. What was that? I think the Bears. The Bears 1 year, I think they went. Didn't they go like 9-0 before they got their first loss? And it was. I think it was the Jay Cutler Bears, or I'm trying to think what team that was. It was like.
I was going to say, you're probably thinking of the Tennessee Titans. Like, there was a year they went undefeated, and then they just finished the season like 9-7 or something like that.
It had to be. I could have swore it was the Bears. This happened in like between 2009 and like 2012, somewhere in that time period.
Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, hell, I was gonna say, look, if we want to talk about perfect imperfections, let's just look at the 2020 Steelers. They go what 9-0, 10-0, and then they lose their last 4 games, and then lose to the Browns of all teams with Baker Mayfield under center.
Well, I mean, that was a good team. That was a good team.
Browns team?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield took him to the playoffs twice.
He did. No,
twice.
I'm not denying that. Look, Cleveland did
Baker and beat us twice in the same year, and went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
look, there's no doubt that Cleveland did Baker dirty, and God bless this dude. Minus Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, this dude is doing everything in his power to make sure that the Buccaneers get some fucking wins. My God, what a game against the Bucs had against the 49ers. Like, Baker really went out there with less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter and casually stiff-armed, made a shitty-ass throw to White while fending off Nick Bosa, arguably the best defensive end in the game right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. But to get back on topic here.
Yeah.
Kansas City has gotten away with a lot of shit.
Oh, my God.
And I mean, the whole thing is, it's just like a couple teams have.
Yeah.
All teams have gotten away with shit. Every team this year has gotten away with calls, gotten away with holds, pass interference. Like, bro, everything's not going to get caught, okay?
Yeah.
Everything's not going to get caught.
No, I'll agree to that.
especially in the fourth quarter. I'm noticing, like, watching the replays. The refs are watching the game. The refs are watching the game. They're watching where that ball is going. They're paying attention. They're not really truly out there watching the linemen, especially in the fourth quarter when the game's getting interesting. The refs
Hell
are
no,
people
they
like
ain't
us.
doing a goddamn thing.
So I'm just saying. So seeing that, like, yes, it's hard to believe they don't see some of these calls.
Yeah.
But again, that's the whole human error thing. You want to take human error out of it, then take them off the fucking field. There's a million cameras out there. You can fix this and no problem. But
No.
as far as Kansas City as a team, they're like their coaching is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a lot of talent on that team.
Absolutely.
But the horseshoe comes out this week.
Ooh, okay.
That
I mean, look, I was
Yeah.
even going to say, even when the Patriots had Tom Brady in the prime of his career, and the Patriots were getting away with quite a few calls, they at least had some losses on their fucking records. Like, they either finished the season 14-2, 13-3, or something like that.
Yeah, okay. So I'm telling you, the only reason why Brady had losses is because it was a circle game. You circled that game on your calendar, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest here.
For sure.
So because you circled that game, you knew we've schemed, we planned, we know to run the cover three defense on his ass. We know to keep our cornerbacks in man. We know to keep our linebackers in zone, and we know we need to rush the four.
Yep.
Rush the four every fucking down.
Yeah.
All right? Keep everybody in coverage. Make sure you know what I mean. If he checks the run, low, you know what I mean. Your safety comes up from the middle and covers the box.
Yeah.
That right there.
And that was the one thing that most teams really needed to do. Look, they needed to have a good they needed to have a good defensive front. Just so they could attack Brady, because they knew that he couldn't rush or escape the pocket. He was a slow runner. This is why I say the 2007 Giants made the greatest run in Super Bowl history, because they had a defensive front that was so scary that I mean you look at the Super Bowl, they did nothing but put the pressure on Brady. You had Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck, Osi Umenyiora. I mean, look, it was scary, and they did nothing but pressure Brady, and it showed.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. 100%.
Anyways, though, so we're going to move on from the AFC West and move on to the wild NFC West. Why? Because the NFC West is really starting to heat up right now. After starting the season 3-0, the Seahawks then went to go on a 1-5 in their next 6 games and find themselves at 4-5 right now, sitting at the bottom of the NFC West. It's been quite a rough season for the LA Rams, especially with injuries occurring on their team as well. However, they find themselves tied for the last spot with the Seahawks. Speaking of rough, the Niners may be 5-4 right now, but they've also been having quite a tough season this year as well, especially with injuries. There's no doubt about that. In any case, they find themselves in second place for some ungodly reason. And I'll say this. I didn't have the Arizona Cardinals in first place in the NFC West on my 2024 bingo card, because they are currently sitting at 6-4. They beat down the Jets with a 31-6 win over them. Now, as the season progresses, who ultimately walks away the NFC West champion?
The Cardinals.
Ooh, okay. I like
it. Look, the Cardinals are going to probably lose 3 more games, okay?
Yeah.
But so is San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
So are the Rams.
Yep.
And so are the Seahawks.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise that like the connection between Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. have just been like lights out. On top of that, Trey McBride is playing like George Kittle right now, and nearly every pass that he catches, he's like, "Hey, it's me, Mario." Doom. He tries to hurdle somebody. Like, what the fuck, my guy?
Absolutely. And again, this is my whole thing is I said at the beginning of the year, this is going to be a scary Cardinals team because they're a team. They play team ball. Okay.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was missing one fucking thing. He needs a number one wide receiver.
Yeah.
Gorch, whatever the fuck his last name is. He amazing slot wide receiver. Okay. Yeah. You got what is it Williams? I think it's Williams. Williams is over there. Yeah, I think it's Mike Williams. He's on the Cardinals.
Okay.
Then you have Harrison and
Yeah,
McBride.
and
you
I
have
was gonna
James
say you got
Conner.
Marvin Harrison Jr. out there stunting like his daddy. Cue the Lil Wayne music.
Yeah, no, but I mean, again, and then the defense is playing team ball.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the whole thing. Like I said this before, can you name a couple players off of that defense? And nobody can.
No,
Nobody can.
No. Only dude I can really name is Buda Baker, and that's it.
There you go. So that should tell you that again, this is a team.
Yeah.
That's winning team football and putting clamps down on some really good teams.
Absolutely.
Because the 49ers defense is supposed to be all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah.
But
I mean, look,
they lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah, I was going to say the fact that they lost to the Cardinals on a comeback loss really speaks volume for the Arizona Cardinals.
And I tried to tell you that offense is nothing to be like guffed about. Again, they lost by less than 3 points week 1 against the Bills. Imagine if they don't lose that game.
Oof.
Do you understand the hype train that people would be on for the Cardinals? But because they're the Cardinals and because they didn't win a couple big games, but they've won a lot of the other games.
Yeah. Look,
Look,
I'll be honest. I don't want to sound like a bandwagoner right now, but look, I live in the Southwest, and the only thing that the Southwest really has going for themselves right now, where I live, is either the Houston Texans or the Dallas Cowboys. I'm really close to jumping on the Cardinals bandwagon right now because of just how good they're good at football that they're playing right now.
I mean, absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
So you're talking about a 6-4 team, okay? Check this out. They lost to the Bills. They lost to the Lions. They lost to the Commanders and the Packers. Okay?
All good teams.
Yes, okay. They beat the Rams. They beat the 49ers. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Bears. They beat the Jets. Okay? All good teams.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
And mind you, like they shellacked the Rams 41-10.
Yeah.
Okay.
They shellacked the Jets 31-6.
Yeah, they beat the Bears 29-9.
Yes.
Okay. It was a tight game against the Chargers. It was a tight game against the Dolphins, and it was a tight game against the 49ers. Those are the better teams.
Yeah.
And it was close, but they still won when it mattered. So I have them going in to Seattle next weekend because this is their bye week. So next weekend I have them going in Seattle, and I feel like they can pull it off in Seattle.
I really think that too. I mean, the way that they're playing football right now, the way that Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. are just finding a connection, and Marvin Harrison Jr., like I said, cue Lil Wayne, he's out there stunting like his daddy.
Yes, sir.
So the Cardinals are currently in the NFC. Let's stick with the NFC. Why? Because it's time for Chicago to bear down that they did. The Bears finally made one right move this year, and that was getting rid of offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. I really don't know what GM Ryan Poles was thinking hiring this guy as the offensive coordinator. He should have watched the interview with Jackson Smith and Jigba. I really hope I'm saying that right.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was with Seattle and Shane Waldron was the coordinator for Seattle, and the dude was like, is this live? Because I really got nothing good to say about this guy. Like, what made you think bringing in Shane Waldron for a guy like Caleb Williams when he was playing lights out offense at the University of Spoiled Children with an offensive line similar that the Bears have? Like, look, the Chicago Bears are currently on a 3-game losing streak right now. Is it only a matter of time before Matt Eberflus is also on his way out and out of a job?
I mean, that is the biggest issue right there. You take a young quarterback isn't successful immediately. Whose fault is it? Oh, let's fire the coach. Well, then now what you're doing is you're bringing another head coach with another offensive scheme and another plan for Williams. Now, who says that's going to be any better than what's happened here? Because it's going to be essentially another rookie season for Williams. Okay, so for me, it's like this: like, you drafted Williams, this is your head coach. 3 years.
Yep.
3 years. If you're not willing to invest at least 3 years into this, then you shouldn't be in this business, because that's how this business works. Everything overturns every 3 years. Every 3 years, everything is different. The landscape is different. You could have a team go from worst to first in 3 years.
Yeah. No,
So
look,
understand
I completely agree. I mean, look, when Justin Fields was in Chicago and he started all 4 years, look, the Bears really should have given him a contract, because with the talent that the Bears have right now, Justin Fields would have made it work. With Caleb Williams under center, look, I get it. The O-line just is completely atrocious right now. There's no doubt about that. And I understand that Justin Fields is riding the bench because Russell Wilson is actually doing some things for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the Chicago Bears literally ruined Justin Fields during his time there. His final season, yes, the Chicago Bears went 7-10, but there were bursts that you could see of Justin Fields doing his thing. All they had to do was build around Justin Fields, and I guarantee you they still have a winning record right now. They're not on a 3-game losing streak anytime soon.
Well, I'll put it to you this way, right?
Yeah.
If Lamar Jackson was their quarterback, would they have a winning season right now?
Ooh.
Yes. With the way that defense is played, yeah. Now, by saying that, I mean, if you put an elite quarterback with that team, are they going to be successful? And if it's yes, then obviously, okay.
Well,
So then there's only two. Well, hold on, hear me out. So then there's only two things that could be the problem: the quarterback or the coach.
It's definitely the coach, because we saw what Justin Fields was doing under Matt Eberflus, and now we're seeing what Caleb Williams in his first year alone is doing under Matt Eberflus. Like, bro, you're wasting this kid's career at this point, and you basically lost the locker room.
Well, I mean, if that happened, then yeah, it's time to move on. If you lost the locker room, it's over.
Yeah. But they want to say, oh, no, we haven't lost, or Matt Eberflus wants to say, no, we haven't lost the locker room. You literally have players and more than likely veterans saying that they want quarterback Tyson Bagent, a CrossFit teacher who is a NFL backup quarterback. You want that guy over Caleb Williams starting under center. When you have players saying that kind of shit gets real.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, when somebody says something like that, you have to listen. And when you don't, That's how you lose the locker room.
Oh yeah. No, I completely agree. I
Now,
mean,
I will say this: it can't just be anybody saying it. It has to be a locker room leader. It has to be a guy who has some gumption when he speaks. When
yeah,
everybody respects everything he says, and he doesn't just talk shit to talk shit.
yeah.
So when you have a locker room leader, one of those well respected guys from everybody, and he says something like that, then yeah, it's time to listen.
No, for sure. And I mean, the way that the Bears are playing right now, man, um,
I no thank you.
yeah,
I listen. I'm just gonna tell you, as a betting man, I'm betting against them.
yeah. No, I'll definitely bet against them as well. I mean, the way that they're playing right now, they could very well be in the race for first.
Nah,
As
I don't. No. Race for first, I think, is pretty well locked up.
well, I was gonna say, hey, the race for the first overall draft pick is on. Now, if the season were to end today, it would come down between the Giants and Jaguars having the first overall draft pick in the NFL draft. However, that's not the case. Looking at some of these teams right now, it's anybody's ball game to suck this year. When the season comes to an end, what team will end up with the first overall pick?
My money's on the Giants, and not only is my money on the Giants, my money's on the Giants to not only get
Uh,
the first overall pick, to
as much
use
as
it.
I hate agreeing to that, yeah, I can see that.
Shador Sanders, thank you.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, look, you took a chance on Saquon Barkley. You fucking missed, and obviously he should have been paid. Maybe take
I
a
was gonna
chance
say they
on
didn't
Ashton
miss.
Genty.
They didn't. No. Why would you put him in that position? You're putting him in the same position you put Saquon in. You have no quarterback.
That's true. I mean, there's so much going into this year's draft that it's like, yo, there's a lot of things that could go down. But look, anything is better other than Daniel Jones under center. Look, I would rather have Tommy DeVito, the Italian fucking stallion kid from New Jersey that grew up a block and a half away from MetLife Stadium under center with Ashton Genty in the goddamn backfield with the wide receivers that they have right now.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I
just saying.
mean, yeah. No,
Get the fuck out of here, Daniel. I'll put my fucking faith in Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets, how you doing? You need to be under center. You should be under center.
yeah. No. I'm just like for me personally, I'm just hoping that Genty doesn't get to the Browns or
Ooh.
the fucking Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, look, as much as I hate saying it, I think he was on a podcast where he said he wanted to go to a team that he loved growing up. That team being the Dallas fucking Cowboys.
Oh yeah, he can go to Dallas. I don't give a fuck Dallas.
Yeah, look,
We only play Dallas once every 4 years, so I really don't care about that. I just don't want to see him in my division because I know he's not going to
I
fall off.
seriously fucking doubt he's gonna go to the Browns anytime soon. But I mean, come on. If he goes to the Dallas Cowboys,
Browns are
he
gonna have
is going to
a
be
pick.
ran into the ground worse than Ezekiel Elliott was when he went there.
Well,
I mean,
what you gonna do, bro? You got a quarterback that can't stay healthy or consistently win.
that's true.
Like you overpaid him,
Mm-hmm.
and on top of that, you overpaid your wide receiver. You like you have a defense that's now a shell of a defense because you've let key players walk away that you should have paid. It's just like it's just I feel bad for the Cowboys, and I will continue to say this
Hey, it's okay though. It's okay. They went, or Jerry Jones said he went all in this year. It's okay. He went all in.
Yeah, I heard that too. And again, if this is what you call all in, I fucking hate to see what your wife thinks of you or what your ex-wives think of you.
He's probably one of those white dudes for Harris. Donald Trump, baby. USA, USA, USA.
Nah, fuck Trump. Fuck Trump.
No. Oh.
Bro.
Have you seen the people that he's nominated for his cabinet?
Yeah, fucking retards.
What?
Bro, listen, if you don't have a degree or a background into something, you have no business running or doing any of that. Like, let's be honest. You're telling me a guy said, come on, let's run a Fortune 500 company. I want you to run my Fortune 500 company. Even though you've never done anything like this before, you have no clue what all this is, but you're going to do great, man. You're going to do great because we're buddies. And if I need a favor, you're going to give it to me. And, you know, we're boys, right? Yeah, it does. Come on, man. Like, let's
look,
be real
I'll
here.
say this. Trump hired former ICE director Tom Homan as a border czar. Kamala Harris was a border czar during her time as a vice president. What the fuck did she do? Tom Homan is like, hey, you want to fuck around? You gonna find out.
Okay. But we're talking two different things here. We're talking about a politician, and then we're talking about a businessman.
Yeah,
Trump's supposed to be a
he's
great
gonna run this
businessman.
country like a fucking business.
No, that's the problem. That's the problem. Look at his businesses. This is the problem. Oh, this is the problem. Look how many bankrupt ass businesses he's had. Look how many contractors and people he has fucked over. Well, guess what? We are now the contractors, us American people. Hold them cheeks open because we're gonna get fucked. Okay.
Hold
on. Let me finish. And I'll stop. And we won't talk politics anymore.
Well,
okay.
Look,
Trump inherited Obama's economics. Trump looked great, amazing. He made some things, he did some taxes, right? So boom, Trump's out, Biden comes in. Man, Biden's fucking economy sucks because Biden got Trump's economy. Listen to me, it happens. It happens. Every president is getting the next president's economy. They're getting blamed for shit they didn't do. Okay. Now, is Biden a competent, great motherfucker? No, I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I'm saying everybody's inheriting the person before them. You're getting their economy. That's what you're getting. Okay. Right. So understanding that right there. Okay. Part of the problems that we're having right now as a country, inflation, tariffs, and all this, like that Trump is the reason why there are so many tariffs on the shit we're bringing in. Because of 4 years ago, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put tariffs on these companies, and these companies are gonna pay their fair share." What do these companies do? They raised all the prices on us, the consumer, and we're getting fucked. Everything is more expensive for us. Okay, that's it. That's from an economic standpoint. That's all I'm saying. When you put people in places where they're actually good and they're gonna excel at because they have a background in it, that's a good businessman. Putting your friends in places so you know you can do backdoor deals and stuff, it's a smart business idea, I guess, but for our country I would like to say no thank you. But again, I don't have a dog in the fight because he's not going to make my life any better. So
I mean,
we'll see.
Hey, if you're working overtime and you see some untaxed shit, that's because of Trump, baby.
Oh, no, bro. I live in Maryland, bro. I get triple taxed. Before taxes, $2,300. After taxes, $740.
Hey, just give it some time. I mean, look, I look at it like this. He's assembling the fucking Avengers right now. The head of the Department of Defense or whatever you want to call it, Pete Hegseth, Yes, he is in the Army National Guard, but this dude is in the rank of major right now. This dude loves his country. He served his country. He went to fucking war for this country. Come on. We also
Okay,
have Tulsi Gabbard in charge. I don't know what the
hold on,
department is.
hold on.
I may be
I
dreaming
got
a
I got
little.
some hoorah guys that I went to high school with, okay, that I wouldn't trust with the keys to my car, let alone the keys to
Yeah,
the
because
country.
they're probably some white dude from Paris.
So no, no, not at all, not at all, not at all. And you should know these good old boys. No, sir. But again, I wouldn't trust them with the keys to my car, let alone the keys to the country. And not all servicemen are like that, but a lot of them are. A lot of them are. A lot of them boys like to have a lot of fun.
Hey, I'll say this. Look at Minnesota when Tim Walz was the governor. That shit was on fire. Shit was on fire. And his wife had the audacity to say when
Can we
who was
clear
that?
this up between
When
me and
George Floyd died, she literally opened up her window just to smell the fucking smell of tires burning, and she was like, "Oh my god, this is so glorious,
you? Okay.
bitch! Your city is burning."
So understand this, okay? I hate Republicans. Like I hate the Republicans. I fucking hate the Democrats too, my bro. like to understand the last politician that I agreed with, that I loved, that had proof, had everything, had shit written down, had an actual plan, how to do everything, and could sit there and tell you word for word what his plan was in layman's terms, was Bernie Sanders. That was the last politician that I loved. Okay. Outside of that, I fucking hate Democrats. I hate Republicans. I think the idiocracy that you can't have a conversation and agree to disagree. That's what the American way is supposed to be about. Even though we have two complete different, ideas on how we should live life, you can still live life your way. I can still live life my way, and we can agree to disagree, my friend. That's it.
Well,
That's
look,
it. This
look,
you have to be
yes.
on one side or another. I hate them both. I hate them both, bro. That's why I didn't
Look,
vote.
I'll agree with that, but at the same time, Bernie Sanders was looking to push, hey, if you served in the military and you have valor, you best be sharing that valor. Fuck no. That is
Huh?
my valor. I served in the military. I'm not sharing that shit anytime soon.
I've never heard that before, but okay.
That was one of his policies, I guarantee you.
No,
I think it was like 2016 or something like that.
I think that so I will say this, okay. In 2016, a lot of the bullshit that Hillary tried to leak and say that Bernie Sanders was this and Bernie Sanders was that, like she went on attack to Bernie Sanders, right? All the Democrats went on to attack him. The Republicans went on to attack him because nobody wanted to see him in a real debate because they would have lost, bro. You're talking about a guy
Well, no,
now.
like,
Hold on. This
it was
the whole thing
between
is,
Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump because everybody couldn't keep Donald Trump's name out of their mouths.
yes and no, but I mean, Trump did cause that shit because that motherfucker went up there saying, slinging one-liners. Yeah, your wife's a dog face bitch, huh? You know
Let
what
me
I mean?
talk. Let me talk. Quiet.
Yeah, so say, like I said, with that whole ordeal, it's just like if you do some good, that's great. But if you fuck this shit up even more, then it's just like it just goes to show you, you know what I'm saying? Like you're almost as like just like another Ronald Reagan. Like if it's only for your celebrity status is why you've been elected. That's it. That's
True.
how Reagan got elected because he was a movie star and people loved him in the westerns and stuff. And then it just helped his popularity. And he next thing you know, he's president. Like Schwarzenegger was almost running for president. Like
Yeah.
understand that we're having celebrities run our country. Is this a fucking reality TV show? Fuck, wake me up, wake me up. But all right, we're done with politics. We're done with
Yes.
politics.
Completely agree. But look, as I was saying, what team at the end of the day could you see having the first overall draft pick in the NFL draft come when it comes to 2025?
I'm really thinking the Giants.
I could see the Giants too.
Giants, but I mean, it's just like right now,
Maybe the Tennessee Titans.
no, because the Tennessee Titans can still win one or two.
That's
I
true.
mean, like I'm thinking of a team who's most likely not going to win another game, and for me, it's like I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, the Giants are like my number one suspect. The Jaguars are up there, but the problem is the Jaguars still have Lawrence. Lawrence can come out there and fire somebody's ass up any given Sunday.
Yeah,
Now,
no, very true.
really, but can he? Sure.
Maybe the Raiders, perchance.
See, but now I'm also thinking, look at the Saints. So,
Yeah.
it's again, you're sitting here looking at all these records, and you're like,
Yeah, I mean, look, you look at the bottom of the barrel, it's like, oh shit, there's a lot of teams right now that are for sure in the race for the number one overall draft pick. I mean, hell, despite the fact that they have 3 wins, you really could consider the New England Patriots.
yes, yeah, I mean, yes, but no. Okay, so again, I'm looking at it's the Browns, the Titans, the Raiders, the Jaguars, right, and then it's the Giants. Okay, like I mean, you could add the Saints and the Panthers in there too, and the Cowboys, but again, they have. I'm looking at the two win teams right now and saying which one of these teams aren't going to win anymore. And for me, the Giants just look like that damn team.
Yeah, no, for sure. I completely agree. The fact that they even lost to the Panthers overseas in Munich, Germany, it was like, bro, y'all really made Bryce Young go back to his fucking Alabama days.
Okay, here's the rest of their schedule. Bucks, Cowboys, Saints, Ravens, Falcons, Colts, Eagles. They ain't winning another fucking game. Like, even playing, like, they might beat the Cowboys. They might beat the Cowboys. I don't think they're going to beat the Saints because the Saints' defense is good. Okay, they're not beating the Ravens. They're not beating the Falcons. They're not beating the Colts. And they're damn sure not beating the Eagles.
They might have a chance with the Colts just because that they're going back to Anthony Richardson. And obvious and the defense somewhat is there for the Giants. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not trying to be biased or anything like that.
The problem is it's the time on the field. Okay, and you've spent more than almost 10 minutes of the first quarter on the field. Then you're spending 8 to 10 minutes of the second quarter on the field. That second half of the game, bro, you are fucking tired. Your muscles are sore. You're aching. Now it's getting colder. So now you're aching and you're cold and you're sore. You just want to go get, man, I want to get the fuck out of here, take a hot shower, and go home, go sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, and that's why I'm saying, like the defense is getting tired. And the longer the season is, the more people get injured, the more bruised up, the more battered up, the less likely like they want to go dig for it and get that win. You know, and that's why I'm saying I think the Giants is probably that the worst team. Now again, the Cowboys, if they keep doing what they're doing, they could be the worst team. Because the Giants could beat them. Seriously though, the Giants beat them, and the Giants could possibly beat the Saints. All right. Yeah. And that's a huge possibility, but possibility nonetheless.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, the Cowboys could wind up being the worst team. Or
I mean, the way the ball that the Cowboys have been playing is like, Jesus, y'all need something.
But I'm just telling you, right?
No, for sure.
If the Browns finish with a top 3 pick and get Shedeur Sanders, fuck my life.
Well, keep in mind, this is Jerry Jones that we're talking about right now, and he has shown since the last Super Bowl win for the Dallas Cowboys that he has been the worst GM, owner, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He has been the worst everything in NFL history. I mean, it's not even close. This dude really had faith in Tony Romo, and Tony Romo fucked up the field goal against the Seahawks. And Jerry Jones was like, that's our quarterback for the future.
So I look for Dak Prescott to be traded probably to the Saints.
Mm.
I'm
So, do you think he would be a starter or ride the bench?
yes, absolutely. He'll be the starter for the Saints.
Okay.
But that's what I'm thinking. Like that's going to be the next like that's going to be the team that's going to need a quarterback. I'm sorry, Derek Carr is not that guy. Let him go.
Yeah.
Let him
No,
go.
for sure.
It's over. It's over. It's over, bro. Like yes, he had a better career than his brother, but by no means elite.
Yeah. I mean, look, hey, maybe take a chance on Spencer Rattler, but at the same time, yes, I really agree with the fact that the Saints, if they do get Dak Prescott, yes, go with Prescott because he has the experience and he's got, yeah,
Fuck the
he
experience.
just, he
Derek
really
Carr
has
has
the experience.
experience. Derek Carr has been in the NFL longer, but I'm
Yeah.
saying Derek Carr is fucking sucks, bro. Like he's had good games. That's it. He hasn't had a good career. He hasn't even had a decent career. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, bro, when Devontae Adams was traded to the Raiders and you were still under center, that was your best chance to actually do something, my guy.
Yeah.
But hey, look, it is what it is. We're gonna take our final commercial break and we're gonna come back with some college football predictions and some NFL predictions. But be sure to check us out on the most villainous college sports talk show you will find on social media. We will be back in just a few minutes.
I'm a bad guy, the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Yes, like I said, be sure to check us out on the most villainous college sports talk show you will find on social media, happening every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to check it out. You're not going to want to miss it. We got a lot of facts and things we're talking about. But speaking of college football, we got some college football games we need to talk about right now. Hang on. All right. So, in one of the early matchups, we got Ohio State going into Wrigley Field. Yeah, I'm actually reading that right. Anyways, we got Ohio State going into Wrigley Field to take on unranked Northwestern.
Yeah, Ohio State's gonna run through them.
Oh, yeah. No, Ohio State is definitely going to dog walk them. It's not going to be even close. Anyways, next up, we got number 3 Texas as they head into Fayetteville, Arkansas to take on the Razorbacks.
Yeah, give me Texas.
I'll take Texas as well. Cam Rising, man, look, unless you're getting your fucking doctorate, I suggest that you get out of the fucking college and go into the NFL because right now you are this generation's Brandon fucking Whedon. But in any case, Utah goes into Boulder, Colorado to take on number 17 Colorado Buffaloes.
Give me Colorado.
I'll take Colorado as well. Next game up, we got number 20 Clemson heading into Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to take on Pitt.
Mm, Oh, I really don't want to take Clemson here, but I know Pitt ain't going to be able to keep up with them.
Yep.
So
So
give me Clemson.
you're taking Clemson?
Yeah, I'm taking Clemson.
All right, fair enough. I mean, we did Andrew, myself, and Chris, we did our picks. It was Clemson across the board. Look, only reason I picked Clemson was because look, Pittsburgh, man, they're coming off a serious loss against Virginia, and I think that rattles their confidence, and Clemson takes advantage of it. Anyways, next game up. This could be a deciding factor leading up to the Navy Army game as number 25 Tulane goes into Annapolis, Maryland to take on Navy.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Tulane. Tulane
Ooh.
plays good football. Like the fact that they run the ball and pass the ball well. And I think that, like I said, I don't think they blow Navy out, but I think they beat them like 24-21.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna stay biased. I really think that Navy walks away with the win, but we shall see what happens. This is definitely a game I got my eyes on going into tomorrow. Nonetheless, though, we got University of Louisiana Monroe. They actually have a good record, if you can believe it or not. Let me double check. They are currently 5-4 right now as they head into Auburn to take on the Tigers.
And what's Auburn's record?
They got like 3 wins. Yeah, they're 3-6 right now.
Fuck. I'll take Auburn. I'll take Auburn.
I don't know. I really want to go with University of Louisiana Monroe.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I know.
they're
It's
both not
anybody's
good
ball game
teams.
as far as
Yeah,
that goes.
they're both not good teams. And then on top of that, dude, like Auburn just has more talent. It's a bigger school.
Yeah,
Like
for
I
sure.
just I feel like they're gonna win. It's gonna be like 17-14.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's gonna be a very low scoring. And it's what do they have? Yeah, they have under over at 46. Take the under. Take
Yeah.
the under. All right, what's the next game you got?
So next game I got is, believe it or not, 9-1 Mercer going into Tuscaloosa, Alabama to take on number 10 Alabama.
Okay. The story stops. Okay, Alabama is going to run through this team.
Oh yeah. And there's
Uh,
a reason that Alabama has continuously ran through Mercer.
like there's not even a betting line on this right now. There's not even a
Yeah,
betting line on it. Okay,
no, for
because
sure.
it's like, don't get me wrong. If you want to take some, you want to bet on 3 spicy teams. Bet on UL Monroe. Bet on Pitt and bet on Mercer. You bet those 3 teams to win, and you'll have yourself a nice little spicy parlay. Now, will they win? Probably not. But if they do, that's a hell of a parlay you got there, my man.
Absolutely. All right, so next game up, we got 4-5 Michigan State going into Champaign, Illinois to take on 6-3 Illinois Fighting Illini.
I'll take Illinois.
I'll take Illinois as well. Man, Cal has really surprised me this year. I really didn't expect them to be over 500, but we got Syracuse going into Berkeley, California to take on the Golden Bears.
Give me the Bears. I'm taking the Golden Bears. California all the way.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the Bears as well. Man, the fact that College Game Day was even held there just surprises me. Anyways, next up we got 8-1 Penn State going into Lafayette, Indiana to take on 1-8 Purdue.
I mean, this is going to be a dog walk.
Oh,
Okay,
easily.
like Penn State should have 400 offensive yards at the end of this game.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. All right, next game up, we got Virginia coming off a big win over ranked Pittsburgh, going into South Bend, Indiana to take on 8th ranked Notre Dame.
Taking Notre Dame.
I'll take Notre Dame as well. Not even close.
I mean, it could be a decently close game, but yeah, no, I'm like I feel like there's a possibility that it's not a complete blowout, that it's like 24-32 or something like that. Like I think they win. I don't know if they win over 10 points, but I think they win.
That's fair. Anyways, next game up, we got Boston College at 5-4 going into Dallas, Texas to take on 14th ranked Southern Methodist University.
Yeah, give me SMU.
I'll take SMU as well. Next game up, we got 19th ranked Louisville going into Stanford, California to take on Stanford.
Louisville offense is exciting. I like watching their offense. But yeah, give me Louisville for the win.
I'll take Louisville as well. I know we talked about this, but we got 22nd ranked LSU going into Gainesville, Florida, the swamp, to take on the Florida Gators.
Yep, give me LSU.
I'll take LSU as well. Not even close.
This guy wearing a whole lot of pink. I watch them fights, and I'm like, this guy's wearing all this pink. All right. Next game up.
For sure. So I don't know if you did you pick Oklahoma last week?
Who did they play?
Missouri.
No, I picked Missouri.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, we both won that shit. But 23rd ranked Missouri goes into Columbia, South Carolina to take on the Gamecocks.
Yeah, I'm taking South Carolina.
I'm taking South Carolina as well. Next up, we got 13th ranked Boise State sitting at 8-1 going into San Jose, California to take on 6-3 San Jose State.
Yeah, give me Boise State.
I'll take Boise State as well. And it wouldn't surprise me if Ashton Jeanty runs away figuratively and literally with a Heisman.
Not so fast. Mr. Hunter is very much in that conversation.
He is. He really is. I ain't even gonna lie about that. But I just got Ashton Jeanty mostly because Travis Hunter is being coached under Deion Sanders, and it's going to be a coaching bias.
Okay.
In any case, we got unranked 7-2 Arizona State going into Manhattan, Kansas, taking on 16th ranked 7-2 Kansas State.
Give me Kansas State. I think it's going to be a close one. Arizona has a chance to upset, but I'm taking Kansas State.
I'm definitely taking Kansas State as well. This should definitely be a good one. I've had my eyes on this football team, but we got 4-5 South Alabama going into Lafayette, Louisiana, as they take on 8-1 Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns.
Oh, the over/under is 60.
Okay? Yes, it is.
And guess what? I'm gonna take the over. This is gonna be. I think this is a high-powered game. South Alabama can definitely put up points. They've done it multiple times this year, and so go ahead and I'm gonna take South Alabama for the upset.
I'll take that bet as well. Next game up, we got number 1 Oregon, or I should say number 1 undefeated Oregon, as they go into Madison, Wisconsin to take on the Badgers.
Give me Oregon.
Yeah, I'll take Oregon as well. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I want to say Wisconsin might get the upset.
No way.
I'm just going to keep that in the back of my mind.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. Now, this is sure to be an epic battle of proportions because it is an SEC battle. We got 8-1, number 7 Tennessee going into Athens, Georgia, to take on 7-2, number 12 Georgia Bulldogs.
I'm gonna take Tennessee.
Ooh, okay. Well, I got Georgia. That was what we discussed on College Sports Villains last night. I got Georgia. It really all comes down to if Nico is going to be under center. And right now, the over-under, yeah, I can see both teams scoring over 46.5 points.
Yeah, I'm like you said, it just depends. It all just depends. But I feel like Tennessee it can catch them slipping, especially after losing last week. I feel like Georgia, yeah, Georgia ain't looking too hot.
Nah, for sure. We shall see what happens, though. We really will see. Next game up, we got New Mexico State as they head into College Station, Texas.
Give me the Aggies.
Yeah, I'll take the Aggies
Like,
as
like
well.
that, this is a no-brainer. Give me the Aggies.
All right. Next game up. This is a battle of unranked as we got 5-4 Cincinnati going into Ames, Iowa to take on 7-2 Iowa State, the Cyclones.
Yep, give me Iowa State.
I'll take Iowa State as well. We're in the home stretch of college football right now, but we got 8-1, surprisingly, Washington State as they head into Albuquerque, New Mexico to take on New Mexico.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Washington State.
All right. And then final game of the night, we got 3-6. Jesus Christ, seriously?
Yep.
3-6 Kansas as they head into Provo, Utah to take on number 6 BYU.
BYU, baby, and it ain't close.
Oh, yeah, it ain't going to be close indeed. But now we got some NFL games to discuss. Wow, what a game between the Redskins and the Eagles last night. Man, oh, man, it's pretty safe to say that, hey, maybe Philadelphia runs away with the NFC East.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. It was a good game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see more out of that offense for Washington, but again, they played a really good team with Philadelphia. Philadelphia is, I mean, they're looking like they're gonna be in like they're a Super Bowl caliber team.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, one team that they need to be on the lookout for is the Detroit Lions because they are playing lights out football right now, despite the fact that they have one loss on their record.
Yeah, no, for sure.
In any case, one of the first games of the early morning NFL games, we got the rivalry. We got arguably the greatest rivalry in NFL history as Green Bay goes into Soldier Field, Chicago to take on the Bears.
I'm gonna go Green Bay.
Yeah, as much as I hate saying it, I'm gonna go with Green Bay as well. Look, yeah, you fired your offensive coordinator.
Consistent. Okay, he's not consistent. The coaching seems inconsistent.
Yeah.
So between those two, the quarterback and the coaching, I'm going with Green Bay. Give me Green Bay.
Yeah, I'll take Green Bay as well. I mean, look, Chicago, they have the offensive talent. They have the defensive talent. They just don't have the fucking coaching talent. And that's all it is. But in any case, we're going to stick with the NFC North as Jacksonville goes into Ford Field of Detroit, Michigan to take on the Lions.
Give me the Lions.
Oh, yeah, all day, every day. Look, despite the fact that Jared Goff on Sunday Night Football had 5, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interceptions, and the Lions still got the win, that speaks volumes for Detroit.
Yes, that defense is good. The offense is good. Like they're a good all around team, and they're
Yep,
gonna make some noise in the playoffs. I feel like. Like
easily.
I think it's gonna be between Detroit and Philadelphia this year in the NFC. Those are gonna be the two teams that it's really gonna come down to.
I don't know. I mean, look, we're gonna still stick in the NFC North. There could be another team that could say otherwise because we got the Minnesota Vikings going into Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I mean Minnesota's gonna beat Tennessee, but they wouldn't beat Detroit.
No, what? Oh, yeah, no, they did lose to the Detroit, I believe.
Yep. So that's why I'll take Minnesota over Tennessee all day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, look, Minnesota could be a sneaky team that in the playoffs when it comes time though.
Mhm.
Anyways, next game up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders heading into Hard Rock Stadium to take on the Miami Dolphins.
This big bounce back win. I mean, well, not bounce back, big win for Miami. Okay. Yeah, I think Miami is finally going to get their offense rolling full head of steam, and yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Give me the Dolphins over the Raiders.
yeah, I'll take the Dolphins over the Raiders as well, and that's assuming that Tua doesn't use his head. If you know, you know. In any case, we got next game up. We got the LA Rams heading into Foxborough, Massachusetts to take on the New England Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'll take the Rams as well. I mean, the fact that the Patriots even got the win over the Chicago Bears is kind of mind blowing.
I mean, it's not for me. They have a consistent offense. Okay, they can run the ball, they can do play action,
I
and they
mean,
can
they
pass
do
the
have
ball.
a consistent defense as well because they sacked Caleb Williams not one, not two, not three, not four, damn sure not five, not six, not seven, not eight, but 9 times.
Yeah. So
So, I
100%.
mean, yeah. So, look, if the defense for the Patriots does show up against the LA Rams,
Look, Puka Nacua, Cooper Cup,
mhm,
and what's his name, Kyron Williams.
yes.
I mean, listen. All three of those guys are healthy. This team is dangerous. Point blank.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not gonna deny that. But yeah, I will, for the sake, take the safe bet and go with the LA Rams. All right, next game up, we got Cleveland going into New Orleans to take on the Saints.
I don't think I bet on this game at all, but I'm gonna take the Saints at home.
Yeah, I'll take the Saints at home as well. Uh, in any case, next game up, we got the Indianapolis Colts going into East Rutherford, New Jersey to take on the stumbling Jets.
Give me the Jets.
Really?
Yep, I'm going to take the Jets here. I think Aaron Rodgers throws that ball around. They're in New York. He's at home. Like it's, I feel like this is the game that I mean could possibly help them get on a roll to where they could possibly make a wild card spot. I don't think they will, but I mean anything is possible at this point. Um, yeah, but no, over in Annapolis, if you're starting Richardson, I'm betting on Aaron Rodgers. I'm betting on Aaron Rodgers to be better than him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, the Indianapolis Colts do have Anthony Richardson starting under center because they are benching Joe Flacco after 2 games. So it wouldn't surprise me if the Jets do pull off this win in MetLife Stadium. Next game up, we got a battle for what looks like to be first place in the AFC North as the Ravens head into Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Baltimore. I'm gonna take us. This is gonna be a smash mouth game.
Oh,
Okay.
easily.
Lamar's probably going to throw for maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry's either going to run in for 1 or 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
But I mean, it's like I don't see either one of these teams scoring over 30 points. Like it's just not going to happen. Like that's not the type of games that we play.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely going to be held under 30 points for sure.
But I will say this: I look for the Ravens secondary to make at least 1 interception. They're going to pick Wilson off at least once. Look for this shit because trust me, I've already seen how they can manipulate Pickens. Okay, they can get Pickens if they just play him a certain way. They can. There's a strong possibility to get him. But
for sure.
Yeah, no. As far as I'm like I said. This is a division rivalry game. We are not going to sit back and we're not going to play bend but don't break defense. We're going to blitz the shit out of Pittsburgh. We're going to this is a war. Okay, this is war. This is
definitely going to be a defensive battle, especially with the defense that Pittsburgh has with T.J. Watt leading the way.
We'll see. Sometimes that can bite them in their own ass because Lamar Jackson is one fast motherfucker. And you can go ahead and send the blitz and have the edges coming in, and next thing you know, Lamar breaks for 25 yards up the middle. So that's where the scary shit comes in when we're playing Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh you can overplay or you can underplay. You just got to find that sweet spot somewhere in the middle, and sometimes they do, but mostly with Lamar Jackson has the winning record against them. So let's get it.
Yeah, no, I'll take the safe bet as well and pick the Ravens over the Steelers, despite the fact that the Steelers do have Russell Wilson under center. But look, I mean, the Ravens have a 2-time NFL MVP under center, and they got arguably one of, if not the best running backs in the game right now in the backfield, who shouldn't be a fucking running back. 6'5", 250 pounds? Nah. That dude shouldn't be a fucking running back. Regardless, though, I'm still going to take the Ravens. Next game up, this could be an interesting one as Atlanta goes into Mile High City to take on the Denver Broncos.
I know what I'm feeling spicy, even though actually I don't think this is a spicy pick because I think Denver is the favorite. But I'm going to take Denver. As much as it pains me, I'm going to take Denver here.
I'm going to go ahead and go with my gut. Usually when you do go with your gut, sometimes it does work out. I'm going to go ahead and go with Atlanta in this matchup. I know Patrick Surtain is leading the defense right now. Denver, they got a great defense. Bo Nix, the future is definitely bright for that team as long as he remains under center. And obviously, him under Sean Payton's offense is working. But it seems as though Atlanta offensively has more weapons to work with, especially with Kirk Cousins under center, than Denver does. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Atlanta.
Okay. I respect that. But nope, I think Cortland Sutton and Williams has a big day.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. In any case, next game up, we got a battle in the NFC West as Seattle goes into Santa Clara, California to take on the San Francisco 49ers.
Go ahead, give me the 49ers.
I'll take the 49ers as well, especially with the fact that Nick Bosa is leading the charge on defense. Woo! That boy bad. Oh, God. I really feel like last week, Kansas City should have gotten their first loss on the season against Denver, but Kansas City goes into Orchard Park, New York to take on the Buffalo Bills. Is this the game that Kansas City suffers their first loss on the season?
Yes. I had a feeling it was going to be this game. This was going to be the game that they lose. Buffalo Bills are firing on all cylinders. Their offense, their defense, their run game, their pass game. I mean, Josh Allen is going to be Josh Allen. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and take Buffalo at home against Kansas City. I think this is a hell of a game, but I think Patrick Mahomes, honestly, it's not going to matter what happens in the fourth quarter because, I mean, it's probably going to be over by then.
Yeah, I would agree to that as well. I think Buffalo really does get the job done, especially when you're playing in Buffalo. Man, oh man, if you think that the fans of Kansas City are insane, clearly you haven't been to a Buffalo Bills game because they're just even crazier. These fans really jump through a fucking table for no reason at all, and while screaming Bills Mafia.
Yeah, definitely an original bunch.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so for Sunday night football, we got what seems to be like Joe Burrow playing at an MVP level right now. Although the Bengals find themselves at 4-6 as they head into Inglewood, California to take on the Chargers.
I said in the beginning of the season, when everybody was dick riding Cincinnati's going to be this, they're going to be that, they're going to be win the division, they're going to be number one. And what did I say? I was like, no way, that defense can't stop a nosebleed. Yeah. What has happened all year? The highlight of that defense is Trey Hendrickson. Okay. I mean, come on, man.
Hell, even the highlight of the offense is Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase.
Yes. Now, with that being said, I'm taking Cincinnati.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, look,
Los Angeles don't score enough points. They just don't score enough points. Yeah, and the whole thing is, you're not going to beat Cincinnati with field goals, especially now. We're later into the season. Like Jamar Chase is playing on all cylinders. Gesicki is there. They've got Eric All. They've got Andre. I can't say his last name or I can't pronounce it, but I mean he's got weapons there. All right. Yeah. And then so anytime you have weapons around Joe Burrow, I mean, like you said, he's going to do what he needs to do to try to win this game. But again, I think the problem is Los Angeles is going to try to run the ball, and by the time they're 2 or 3 scores down, it's going to be too late. Now you're going to have to throw it. And I'm sorry, Joe Burrow hasn't done much with his arm this season.
Yeah. No, for sure. I completely agree. Hell, even the Chargers are favored by 1.5 right now for this Sunday night game.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I would take the over in this game because I think Cincinnati winds up putting up probably 28 to 30 points. And I think Los Angeles should put up at least 20 points.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
I think it goes over.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, even the over-under is 47.5 for this game right now.
Yeah, and so I'm taking the over.
Yeah, I'll take the over as well. That's definitely a safe bet. But to close it out for NFL. Oh boy, I missed a lot. Anyways, to close it out for the NFL, we got a battle of Texas as Houston goes into Arlington to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
This is going to be a slaughter. This is not going to be a battle. The Houston Texans are going to go into the Dallas Cowboys stadium in Arlington, Texas, and they are going to make it their house.
For sure.
I mean, I'm thinking something like 34-9.
Oh yeah, especially when you give into the fact that of how Dallas has been playing this season. Look, I know the Texans lost in a really close game last Sunday night to the Detroit Tigers, but this is definitely a bounce back win.
Tigers?
Or the Lions, I'm sorry. I didn't even catch myself, so thank you for that. But this is definitely a bounce back win that the Texans get over the Dallas Cowboys, coming off their loss against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, no, they're definitely going to need to step it up.
Yeah. All right. So that is all we have to those are all the predictions that we have to make. Mr. Big Mac, any final thoughts as we head into this weekend?
Nah, I mean, I can't wait to see this Tyson and Logan fight. Bro, and then John Jones fighting for the first time, and I can't remember how damn long, is another one I'm excited for. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a great weekend, brother. It's gonna be a great weekend. I can't wait to talk to you on Sunday morning and do the show and go over everything that's happened this weekend because it's gonna be
Man.
epic, bro. But
Oh yeah, same here. This weekend is gonna be so epic. Looking forward to seeing you again on Sunday morning. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, my man.
all right, brother. Peace.
All right, peace out. All right. So that was today's episode of the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Like I said, or like it's been announced, we got Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. On top of that, I will be doing a live stream of this Saturday's UFC fight between John Jones and Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight championship of the UFC. Man, oh man, it's going to be a good one. And on top of that, be sure to check myself and Spicy Big Mac for Game Day Countdown. This has been No Mercy Sports. I will see y'all next week. Peace. Or actually, no, I will see y'all on Sunday morning. And yeah, I will see y'all Sunday morning. Peace out.